Hello, my friends. Welcome. This is Hugo, and although you are probably watching this from another point of view, meaning like you're trying to see a little bit more of what's going on with the hurricane, I want to give you an update of what's going on here in Salisbury, North Carolina. So, what is going on is that a lot of these people is taking a lot of precautions. I was not too long ago at my son's school, and they have to do a lot of preparation to be able to make sure that the people is going to be obviously safe around the area, and the people that is not going to school right now, meaning like the administration and the people, the staff, will secure the entire facility, and that's going on across the region. Now, there are a few things that you need to be considering. I'm going to do this. I'm going to continue in Spanish and English, so you can actually get both languages if you speak Spanish. But the situation is that the hurricane is coming right now from the coast, so now it's a few hours away from us, and as it comes, it turns into a storm instead of a hurricane, right? Once it breaks. But the situation is that we've been having a lot of rain for the past weeks. So with all the saturation of water on the region, a lot of water is just going to be able to flood extremely quickly around the water reservoirs that we have, and overall all the creeks that we have in the rivers are just going to overflow. So it's really important, because I work in construction. A lot of people may not know this, but I work in construction, and I'm able to save a lot of water, and to clean buckets and stuff like that. So you better now, if you have the chance, please try to be in a safe ground. If you know that your area is flooding, or is in a flood zone, you want to make sure that you get out of there. If you have animals and you have any type of um, um, I guess a species that you grow to sell, make sure that you kind of relocate this as fast as possible, and don't try once we have rain, don't try to cross through bridges and things like that. If you see there is a little bit of water around, even if you know the area, sometimes can be limbs on the floor, can be um, branches, can be just debris on the floor, and you will get stuck over there. And sadly, because there's going to be so much need, maybe people is not going to be able to get in touch with you really quick, or just save you from whatever you're having this issue. So I know that a lot of people follow my channel for a long time, and I'm glad. I mean, obviously, material things can be purchased back again, acquired back again. Don't get too attached to emotional to material things. Make sure that you save your family. Make sure that you secure things as much as possible. In my case, if I lose a lot of shingles in my house, what I have is a lot of plastic to cover things inside the house as this happens, because you don't know what's going to happen anyway, in the following days. So we are right now, we have some winds that are just crossing around. But if you notice behind me, there's a lot of light posts, and a lot of these power lines are going to be in our way, and you want to make sure that you're away from these power lines. You want to make sure that if you have vehicles that are close to trees and things like that, just kind of remove them, put them in another place, and remember that don't try to play around with storms as little pieces of fragments of shingles, or pieces of thin roof or something fly by. These things become a weapon. They become something so sharp and so fast that can actually just go through your body, damage a lot of things. So just don't play around with these things. I know that it will be kind of nice to see like these reporters how things happen, but I just don't think that standing right in the middle of a storm with a lot of things will be the wisest thing to do. So be careful with that. There are a few things that you need to remember. If you have the chance to put some gas in your car, just do that as fast as possible. Save some water, because we're going to lose power, and therefore there's some equipment that is not going to work around the towns. Salisbury is preparing really well for this, and we all hope that the situation gets controlled by these people. But I mean, it's just so much that we can do when we have a massive storm. They're saying that it's about one in every 500 years that it's going to pass. So I think that after many days of rain, we're going to have a lot of issues with sanitation, with a lot of things. So you want to make sure that you have ways of cooking, ways of boiling your water, and just again make sure that if you have neighbors that are very old or in need or they have some disabilities, make sure that you get in touch with them and see if you can help them, because a lot of these people may not have somebody else to take care of them. So those are important things that are going on. Obviously, they are trying to move. The train is passing by, but they're trying to move as much products as possible to be able to supply a lot of people, because once roads get covered by water and all the stuff, there are not many trucks that are going to be able to deliver water, to deliver food, to deliver fuel. So you want to make sure again that you are not just with 2 or 3 days of food in these cases, because it can be weeks before we get back into our feet, because obviously the rain is going to be in our way, and flooding is going to be in our way, and we may not have power. The situation with power lines and all these things, if you don't get the idea, is that they have to shut down sometimes all these power lines due to safety. If these power lines overheat, you will have a lot of problems for many weeks. So they have to, by precaution, once they start losing certain amount of houses, they need to shut down big sections so they can safely bring back again the power into this thing. So don't think that because you're not affected by any light posts kind of falling down, you're not going to have power. But they take these precautions to avoid bigger damages, like what happened many years ago when we had the blackout, that they had to shut down the entire thing because it was a safety mechanism that they had. So you can see a lot of the wind that is passing by. Sometimes we have on and off rain going on, and just a little breeze, and then it goes back, and it gets really hot and humid, and then a lot of more wind gusts and all this. So it's critical that you stay alert and you don't take it for granted, because if we just pretend that nothing is going on or nothing is happening, we are going to be the ones causing a lot of delays and a lot of hazard situations for the rescue teams. In many cases, if we try to just ride the storms by just pretending that we can save ourselves, we end up calling 911, and guess what? You're going to put a lot of more people at risk. So we don't want to do this stuff. Let me try to switch the camera around, see if I can see some of your messages, but it's kind of hard to do this thing. Let me see. Okay, no, let me just keep it over there. So more things that are important over here, especially in these areas, is that when you have, if you know that you have small creeks that go through subterranean, piping and all these things, a lot of them they create these canals or these channels that actually move water away from small neighborhoods. These things get clogged up with a lot of the limbs, so they're removing a lot of the limbs around. But don't try to be around areas. We were working this morning trying to secure some doors into some of the schools, but it's just so much that you can do before you get into a lot of trouble. They are obviously concerned with the pets that are around. We just found a little dog that was kind of moving around, kind of lost, and I guess because the people just think about the family and some other things become less a priority. But hopefully we'll give them shelter for the meantime, and we'll see, maybe we can put some posters on the along the light post and see if somebody owns the little dog. But these are the things that you're going to find around these areas. One more important thing that is important when you have these kind of situations, and overall whenever you're having these conditions, is that you want to have some extra power. So if you have like battery packs that you can recharge your cell phone with, you want to make sure that you charge them really well, and you keep them just for safety, because power can go really quick. Really, I mean, if it's nighttime and you need to get in touch with family members that are in other parts of the country or the world, they will be really confused. So it's important that you save as much power as possible when you know that you can charge. So keep all your electronics charged. If you have extra battery packs, keep them charged. If you have any type of battery or little power plant that you carry in your car, make sure that it's charged as you have power. Right now they're saying that we have about 450 1,000 people without power in the state of North Carolina alone. I don't know what's going on in South Carolina right now. We keep updates constantly, so it's really critical, and you want to make sure that you do your best. If you have vehicles that can help a lot of people, make sure that you put gasoline on them, because you know pretty much I'm gonna see a lot of people needing to remove limbs from the properties, from the houses. A lot of these houses are gonna have a lot of issues. Just across the street or diagonally from my house is massive trees, and with a lot of water saturation, these roots are not going to be able to hold, and we're going to have a lot of issues. So you need to prepare to help your community as well. Make sure that you have any first aid kit available. So if you need to, just help somebody or just pretty much help your family, make sure that you have all these things well. One more important thing is that if you have your passport, your documents, your books, your checkbooks, and all these things, make sure that you put them in Ziploc bags. Make sure that you have them in a place where you can remove them quickly in the case of any type of fire. Because not only we are having the issue to deal with, with this rain that is coming, but we are going to have also possibilities of tornadoes. So if a tornado comes, you need to get out of your house as quick as possible. And that is an important thing, that you need to make sure that you grab something like a safety backpack, that you know that you have your documents and you have just basic stuff to be able to move to a safe place. If you are not able to get out of a path of a tornado, once the storm is passing by, you want to make sure that you get into the center of the house and or as low as possible. So if you have a crawl space, try to get there. If you have a basement, try to get there and just stay in the closest place to the center of the house. If you can put some mattresses on top of you, please do so, because that will save you. Make sure that you cover obviously your kids first, and then you cover yourself. But don't try to ride a storm outside. If you see that there are a lot of winds, you don't know if something is flying by from a bigger roof or bigger building. That's one of the issues, that if you have a piece of glass that is flying, it can go hundreds of feet away from where, if it's in the 10th floor, it can fly a couple of hundreds of feet before it hits somebody, hits a window, hits a car. So at the end of the day, just don't try to kind of wander around and see, let me take a look at what's going on in the community. That's just not safe enough. That's not wise enough. Leave that to the people that is in charge of that have precautions, that they have people that is monitoring what they're doing. Because if you go out, nobody's going to know that you got hurt, and it will happen maybe many hours before they're able to get in touch with you or know where your location. So just be careful with that stuff. Obviously, if you are in an area, so we have a lot of wind right now. If you're in an area that is going to have a lot of senior citizens, make sure that you can help them. I know that there's a lot of people in the nursing communities and all the stuff that are going to need a lot of help. So just reach out and try to help as much as possible. I'm on call right now, and a lot of people can depend on my help. I have some training into these things, and we want to make sure that we help as much as possible. You can help by even cooking for the rescue team, for the police, for the firefighters. Make sure that you're available. Don't see this as a small vacation. Make sure that you once you're safe and that is okay to get out, make sure that you can reach out to the people that is in need, because our problem is just starting. The storm is going to be the first situation that we're going to have. The problem that is going to come, or the situations that are going to come after this, are really more delicate, because we're going to have a lot of flooding. We're going to have a lot of sanitation problems. We're going to have a lot of loss of obviously power, and with that, you're going to have a lot of people that is going to be in trouble. A lot of people that need dialysis, that need equipment, oxygen. All these things are going to be a need, and you want to make sure that if you have the skills, you want to make sure that you're ready. Don't sit down and just kind of have a lot of fun at your house just looking at your TV or something. So you want to make sure that you do that. Again, be careful with what's going on around your community. There are other things that are important. If you have some tools that can help you out, meaning if you have some axes, if you have chainsaws, if you have saws, power, battery power source and things like that. Make sure that you have those charged before it's too late, because that they may help you to get out of your house or to be able to get into somebody's property to help them just get out. You wanna make sure that you can offer as much as possible if you have the skills. There's gonna be a lot of issues coming up. So with this information, I want to leave you. I hope that you take this seriously. For the people that know me, I try to take as much precaution. I've been preparing for the past 4 to 5 days, so we are okay. I'm okay, and I hope to keep bringing you a lot of information in the future. So please be safe again, and just make sure that you take care of your community, your loved ones first. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.